Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy Friday. So Diddy's trial is over and now his longest running accusers are nowhere to be found. So when the trial started, and I'll be sure sat on Fox 5 New York talking about how he was willing to testify and that his lawyers were supposedly in talks with someone, I said straight up, he was lying. He was never going to testify. He only went on TV to promote his book that's supposed to come out in September. I said it then and I'll say it again. I'll be sure just wants to keep accusing Diddy without ever showing proof. This man claimed he had evidence that Diddy tried to unalive him. The first time he said it was at an event, I believe in 2024. He told everyone to stay tuned, and we ate that up. We ate it up. Yes, we did. Then he repeated the same accusation in that Diddy documentary on Peacock, which I did a video on. And again, no proof. That's why every time he said something in the documentary, the producers kept putting disclaimers on the screen. Now, that annoyed the heck out of me, but now I understand why. I'll be sure never showed them this so-called receipt either. During that Fox 5 interview to promote his book, which I did a video on and played the interview, so make sure you check it out. Even the women hosting the segment, Rosanna, kept glancing at the producer. Her eyes kept shifting off camera. So yeah, he probably told the producers the same thing he told us. I got receipts and I'll prove it. So they let him on the show only to find out he was not actually going to show anything. He even claimed every network came to him and he told him, I have no interest in speaking about another man. And the host, Rosanna, said, but you are in the book. Exactly, Rosanna, exactly. He's full of it. When he was talking, I could tell he was lying the moment they asked, you volunteered to testify, right? And he replied, not as of yet. Not as of yet. Actually, I was subpoenaed. My attorney is working something out. So I believe when the time is right, I will discuss it with my attorneys. Mind you, this interview was live. It was on May 9th. 5 days after Diddy's trial started. I'm going to play a short clip of it. Make sure you check out his body language too.
Is Diddy suing you or threatening to sue you?
No.
No?
I have the truth.
But one thing is, you have volunteered to testify at the trial, correct?
Not as of yet. Actually, I was subpoenaed.
Okay.
So my attorneys worked something out. So I believe when the time is right, I'm going to discuss it with my attorneys.
But you're willing to?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, I am. And again, there's no, like I said, this is not marketing for me. I'm living this life. And the only reason I wanted to tell the story, Kurt, was very specifically because I was ignored. It was the most expensive PR campaign against me to shut me down. If you actually knew what they did to me, there was a bounty on my head. There was a bunch of stuff.
So do you think specifically then that Sean Diddy Combs or people affiliated with him did something to you that caused you to have multi-organ failure?
I believe this to be the case, yes. Absolutely.
Wow.
My first time saying it.
So yeah, he's full of it. I believe when the time is right. The time was right. And you didn't do anything. You didn't do nothing. The right time he's talking about is really just when his book drops. And guess what the book is called? Do You Believe Me Now? Do You Believe Me Now is the name of the book. Really? No, I don't believe you now because there's no receipts, I'll be sure. He said he was subpoenaed and still did not testify. Why? Because testifying would have meant he had to actually show receipts. The trial would have been the perfect time if he was telling the truth and actually had real evidence. They even asked him, is Diddy suing you? And he said no, because I'm telling the truth. Really? Well, since Diddy only got convicted of the transportation of prostitution charge, let's see if he doesn't get sued now. He was clearly hoping Diddy would be found guilty on all counts so that his book, set to launch in September, titled Do You Believe Me Now, would sell like crazy. That way, people wouldn't care about the receipts. They would just eat it up, yum, 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 yum. This is someone who's been one of Diddy's biggest accusers. He was subpoenaed, had a chance to back up his claims, and help build the case, but he did not. Instead, he wants to keep accusing Diddy peacefully in a book. He's full of it. Imagine if he had testified, especially about how he said Diddy tried to unalive him, and that's why he ended up in a coma. He claimed to be the only one left alive who could take Diddy down. Do you know how powerful that testimony would have been? It could have sealed Diddy's fate. Diddy might have gotten life, but no. He'd rather keep accusing Diddy in a book and make money off of the story. It's a scam. He's a grifter. Let's see if that book even drops now, or if he goes back and edits a bunch of things out. I used to support these two accusers, but when you keep promising receipts and fail to show them, that's when I have a problem. Books are a grifter's favorite tool, okay? Another Courtney Burgess situation. These people want to lie without ever backing it up. Just like Jaguar Wright. Jaguar claimed to have all these receipts, yet she did not offer to testify either. And the feds did not even bother reaching out to her because they know she's lying and has no real proof. She had the nerve to attend Diddy's trial the first day. She stayed outside the courtroom the entire time while her man looked for big media to interview her and then quickly got the heck out of there. That was strategic, okay? And you'll see soon why. Can you imagine if Jaguar had testified and handed over all those freak-offs videos she claimed to have? She said she had sex workers wear body cams to those Diddy freak-offs parties in the 90s. And that they recorded everything. She said she even attended some of them herself with Jay-Z. She was all up in there with Jay-Z. Yet, when the trial came, the same women who's been accusing Diddy and Jay-Z for years did not lift a finger to help the victims or testify. She's been getting paid thousands on YouTube for interviews. But when it was time to actually put Diddy under the jail, she turned her back on the real victims. So, if anyone is mad that Diddy got off lightly with just 2 counts, you have no one to blame but Jaguar. Jaguar Wright, and I'll be sure. It's time to hold these grifters accountable. Miss, I swam to Epstein Island. I got them off of Epstein Island. Why didn't you testify, Miss Epstein Island? Miss, I went to Diddy's freak-offs with Jay-Z. Why you didn't testify? Miss, I've been helping 3 victims for years. Why didn't you testify? Your receipts could have shut down Diddy's entire case, and maybe even the entire industry. The victims deserve answers, Jaguar. You let them down. You let them all down. Hashtag, we need answers, Jaguar. Hashtag, why didn't Jaguar testify? You let everyone down. Crawl back under a rock and go away, Jaguar, because you didn't help bring Diddy down. Just get lost. You have no more room to talk about Diddy ever again. You grifter. You are a grifter. You are a liar. And I hope Diddy sue you. So if you have freaking receipts like you claim, then you should be okay. But we, the smart people, know you don't have real receipts. You don't have any receipts because if you did, a liar like you would have been put it out here. So, yeah, grifters. I'll be sure is a grifter. His book, Do You Believe Me Now, is coming out in September. And yeah, no one is buying that. Only idiots will be buying that damn book with no receipts. And Jaguar, you already know. You are the biggest grifters of them all. So yeah, that is all, you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave your thoughts in the comments, and punch that notification bell so you don't miss any new updates, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.